Today on Running to Him.
Now, the goal to exterminate the Jewish nation is not a new one, and we Christians may also not be safe. Now, if you're joining us in going through the books of Ezra, Nehemiah, and Esther, today's reading is Esther 3, verses 6 through 15, and we'll concentrate on verses 13 and 15. Well, Esther 13 and 15 say this: "The letters were sent by the couriers to all the king's provinces to destroy, to kill, and to annihilate all the Jews, both young and old, women and children, in one day, the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month of Adar, and to seize their possessions as plunder." Verse 15. "The couriers went out, impelled by the king's command, while the decree was issued at the citadel in Susa. And while the king and Haman sat down to drink, the city of Susa was in confusion." On May 14th, 1948, David Ben-Gurion declared the creation of the modern state of Israel. Within days and on three sides, the nation was attacked by its Arab neighbors. Israel successfully defeated these armies and since that time has successfully defended and expanded its borders in wars that she has not started. But the desired destruction of the Jewish nation and all the Jewish people is nothing new. Satan has overtly attempted to destroy them many times through either attacking prominent individuals, Joseph and David, attacking the nation, Egypt and the Moabites, the religion, the Samaritans, or just by making them a meaningless group of exiles, the Roman destruction of Jerusalem. A Middle Eastern religion was actually created to mimic and undermine Judaism, and even Christians got into the act through various persecutions such as the Spanish Inquisition and the Crusades. Whenever the Jewish people are, they have been persecuted, even here in the U.S. And Haman waited patiently for the day to arrive that he might influence Xerxes to issue a proclamation to destroy any Jew who was in the kingdom. This destruction even applied to women and children. And when Xerxes sent out the order, there was massive confusion in the capital of Susa. Now, why are Jews and the Jewish nation reviled so much? Most biblical believing Christians can easily answer that question. It's because of the promise to Abraham that he would be the father to a large nation and his attempt to aid God's plan through his sexual relations with Hagar. Now, because of the sin of not trusting God, it was compounded by the act of adultery. Satan was given a way to harass and to attempt to exterminate the line of Isaac. Now, we can't be sure what the Jews in Susa and across the kingdom were thinking when they heard the news, but I'm sure it was confusion. They, as a people, had done nothing wrong. Many had followed the law. They were citizens of the land. Why did people want to exterminate them? Now, while we as Christians are not facing that fate here in the United States, many around the world are being martyred or persecuted for their faith. Here in the U.S., there is a considerable effort to marginalize the impact of Christians and what they have in the day-to-day affairs of the country. Now is the time to pray. Now is the time to plan out a response to the persecution which may be ahead. Now, I pray that that does not come, but we must prepare both mentally and spiritually for it to come. Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. If you listen to us on Facebook or YouTube, please like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. You can always email us at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.